What's going on, everybody? January 3rd, 2023. It's Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Man, does time fly by. The older you get, the faster it seems to go. I cannot believe it. It just seems like yesterday. It was January 2022. And we kicked off one of the very best years and seasons that I've ever had here on Fork. There were so many big fish caught, and it all began in March. It began the end of February, but it all began in March, and it was just an amazing season right here. About 2/3 of the year on Fork was unbelievable, with so many fish from 5 to 9 pounds. A lot of those fish were born in 2015, 2016. It takes about 8 years for bass to reach 10 pounds. That's in lieu of the Texas wildlife biologists. They say about 8 years, 10 pounds. So the fish that were born in 2015, when we had the floods and the lake refilled, 2023, those were all those 8 and 9 pounders that Bass Lady Brook was catching last year. Remember, Bass Lady Brook caught 15 fish over 9 pounds in a period of, I want to call it 8 to 9 weeks. She also had 2 double digits, and many, many others get away. That's not counting all the fish, the big ones that my clients had. That was just Bass Lady Brook herself. So all of those fish that she caught, all of those big fish that she caught, that's also not counting she caught 100 fish from 5 to 8 pounds. I mean, she just hammered them. We hammered them. Again, as I say, it was one of the best seasons that I've ever had in 2022 here at Fork. Those fish now are a pound heavier. So my suspect is that 2023 and 2024, we're going to begin to see a lot more double-digit fish coming out of Fork for everybody. The fish, again, that were born in 2015 takes about 8 years. TPW, biologists, 2015 to 2023, that's 8 years. So this spring, I expect it to be incredible. Low lake or not. I hope we get 2 or 3 feet of raise. If we get 2 or 3 feet of elevation change in the lake and it gets up into all the brush and all the stuff that grew, it's going to be epic. Either way, I'm looking forward to it, and it's right around the corner. If you remember last year, the last 2 years, January, February were pretty darn cold, and it didn't kick off until about March. I looked back in some of the pictures. When did the first big fish really show up for us? And it was that first week of March. We started coming out of the temperatures and warm trending real quick. When we get to 54 degrees in Lake Fork, it's game on. And if Mark Pack used to say it, when we're down in the hole, 48 degrees, etc., you're going to grind, and you'll catch some big fish in the creek slings and in the channels. And today, if you're using live scope, suspending into trees and the mouths of the coves and things like that, and the mouths of the creeks. But once that water starts warm trending back up, when it gets to 54 degrees, if you're not catching fish, you're doing something wrong on Fork. And that's just what happens every year. I really dial in on it. I'm really grateful to have the understanding of the bass, the locations, the migration habits of them coming in from offshore, coming into the shallow waters, getting ready to spawn. And so where I'm going with it is listen, the days are already growing longer. It's happening quick. I get up probably 5 o'clock every day, no matter what, 5:20, somewhere in there. And I just noticed that it's getting lighter earlier already. The days are growing. And so those are the cues, Mother Nature's cues that hey, spring's around the corner. With this light winter that we're having so far, yes, a week ago it tried to kill us. It was really cold. But man, the temperatures right now they're not winter-like. The next 10-day outcome the next 10 days does not look winter-like. I think we get down to 37 degrees for just a little bit on Thursday. That's, I think, of the lowest it gets. So temperature-wise, we look really good. Fish-wise, the lake's still cold. Okay, so let's tell you about the lake. It's 48 to 51 degrees. We did have enough rain to bring it up just a little bit yesterday, from 39781 to 39787. We're hovering right around that 5 foot 1 inch, 5 foot 2 inch below full pool, 0 to 1 foot visibility. Realistically, right now, I'm fishing elsewhere because of the cold water on Fork. If I had someone commit to a big fish only scenario, I would go to Fork. I would look in the trees with live scope in the mouths of the coves, the pockets, the creeks, and I would use jerk baits and swim jigs. And I also would fish creek swings. I would go up into some of the main big creeks, and I would look for sure in the creek swings. First, find the bait in the creek swing. If there's bait in the creek swing, there's bass in the creek swing, and that's really where I would fish the jigs. You always, Gerald Swindle, I think he said, or he's always said that there's the best color jig is any jig as long as it's got black and brown in it, black and blue, black and brown. So those would be my color choices for sure. I would go elsewhere. Lake Welsh is fishing really good right now. A lot of fish get ready to spawn. We have a full moon coming on Monday. I was just on Welsh. It fished a little bit slower than I wanted to for reaction baits. Had to go to some soft plastics to catch fish, but caught some nice quality fish. And they're a little more backed off than you would think, but they're starting to show up shallow. I saw half a dozen fish or more on beds beginning to dig their beds. And so Lake Welsh is a great place to be. It's a little bit trafficked, a little bit pressured, but it's full of fish. It's full of grass and it's full of bass. Lake Athens, same thing. It's cold water, so you're not going to experience what you do at Lake Welsh, but you can catch fish because of the grass, the edges of the grass, the outside edges of the grass. If they're not chasing baits like spinner baits, underspins, chatter baits, lipless baits, jerk baits, then you can go to a soft plastic fluke and fish the edges of those grass, or a little trick worm and fish real slow on the edges of the grass, and you will catch fish. Any one of the lakes around here that does have vegetation makes a big difference than no vegetation. Other than that, I don't. There. I got a hook stuck on something there. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of recommendations for fork. I do like sunbanks, red clay sunbanks. That red clay bank absorbs a lot of heat and a lot of sun. And so if in the next few days of this week you're fishing, or next weekend there happens to be some good sunny days, those southern exposed banks where the sun's rising in the east and it's hitting those banks, they're west banks, southwest exposed banks. Those ones will warm up. Those banks can warm up and those fish will come up and sunbathe. And a lipless bait like a Sam Raven red or a chili bowl red, any one of those baits can actually do pretty well. And remember also, right up the middles of the creeks, sometimes they'll suspend in the trees, okay? And when it's real sunny, they'll rise. If it's sunny, light breeze, no winds, they'll rise up in the middle of those trees out in 30 feet of water, and they'll suspend to the tops of those trees and sunbathe. Little square bill might catch those fish. But that's kind of the gist of the public report that I've got for you. You guys might be seeing the live contest release. Because that live release is public, I want the public to see that. I have a private channel that's first of all called Members Only channel that I give a much more upgraded fishing report. I tell a little more details when there are more details to tell, baits, specific locations, techniques, etc. But then I have a Let's Talk Fishing channel. And the Let's Talk Fishing channel is a lesson every week, and it has a contest every month, which a care package, someone's going to win a care package. And that care package value right now is actually a little more than $75 retail, $75 to $100 retail worth of fishing lures from my sponsors, from Impact Lures, from Tideline UV, from Lake Fork Tackle Lures, from Go Fish Lures, a couple of throw-ins from Santone Lures, from a couple throw-ins that I've thrown in personally, some personal baits that I like, hoodies, jackets, hoodies, shirts, hats, things like that. But the value is about $75 to $100 every month that you have a chance to win. And that channel is called Let's Talk Fishing. It's real simple from a desktop or a laptop to just go into my members channel, join button, and then decide which you want. Whether you want the regular members, which gives you a more upgraded fishing report than what you get here publicly, or go on and go the whole deal, Let's Talk. You get it all for the Let's Talk, and you get into the contest. But you're going to see, might see a live, put a little live test. This Thursday, we're going to announce the first winner for December. December has passed, and it's time to announce the winner for December in the Let's Talk Fishing category of members. And you guys will get to see that. You get to witness that. I'm going to do it live right here, so there's no favoritism. I'll use a randomizer app. Everybody's names are in it, and I'll let the randomizer choose the winner. And I'm going to show you guys what the package is. You'll get to see everything that for $4.99 a month, you have a shot at winning. It's pretty cool. And that's it. I appreciate you guys. Again, I'm inviting you to the members channel, or preferably to the Let's Talk Fishing channel. Step it up. Come on, come out the box, especially next spring. I give a pretty decent report. Next spring, I plan on telling you a little bit about crappie publicly, catfish if you want to know those kinds of things. But I'm telling you, when March, April, May comes and I'm catching the big fish like I caught them last year, the members only are going to be the ones getting the goods. And I'm going to tell you guys, hey, fishing's good. And they may be eating, a square bill, but I'm not going to tell you where. I'm not going to tell you the colors. I'm not going to tell you the techniques, the pace, the speed, the line, the boat position. I'm not going to tell you that stuff. You have to be a member to get that. All right. I appreciate you so much. Hit the like button, comment below. Happy New Year to y'all once again. And hopefully we'll see you in one of the members' channels, because that's what I'm going to film right now. I'm looking at the baits that I'm going to show them right there, sitting over there. Let's do it. Thanks for watching.